Alright, so we've talked about the geometric sequence, we've talked about the arithmetic sequence, we've also talked about the series. Remember that the series is where you just take the terms and you add them up. So the idea is we know that a geometric series would be something with like multiplication. So if I gave you like 2, 8, 32, 128, ... This is a geometric sequence. Okay, this is the sequence. The series, again, is simply where you take it and you begin to add up the terms. Okay, so that's all that a series is. Again, it's just where you take the terms and you add them up. The issue is doing this by hand. You never know how many terms there are, and also with geometric, these get really big really quickly because it is changing by multiplication, so the numbers get like crazy big. So you are going to have a calculator of some sort for this. Okay. Now, again, we can add them up by hand, but I do want to show you the formula. The first formula is using the simpler notation, which is S sub n, which is the sum of the series. That's all it means. It means the sum. And for geometric, we're going to have A1 times 1 minus r to the n. Make sure that you put that r in parentheses, especially if it's negative. And 1 minus r. So again, this is r to the n. This is the exponent here, okay? So again, make sure that you remember that A1 is your first term, R is the common ratio, and N is the term number that you're looking for. So if it was like the 8th term, so it's just the idea of the term. Okay? So this is a normal notation. Alright, so for instance, let's say that I took this problem right here. Let's slide this up just a little bit. And I don't know how many terms, so let's say that we go out to the 8th term. So I want to find this series above to the 8th term. Okay, so again, the sum of 8 terms. So I need to look at what I know and what I need to find. I know that A1 is equal to 2. I know that R, because we talked about how it's multiplying by 4. And then I know N is 8. So all we simply do is we're going to plug this in. So we'd say S of N is 2. 1 minus 4 to the 8 over 1 minus 4. Okay, now you have to do the exponent first. So you have to do 4 to the 8th first. And again, you are going to need a calculator for this. You can type it in all at once, or you can type it in by pieces. It kind of depends on the calculator that you have. Okay, I might make a video over typing into a calculator, but I'll definitely recommend some for you guys. But if you do this correctly, and again, this is all calculator after this, it's going to be 43,690. I'm going to be honest with you, I think getting into the calculator is going to be the harder part for most of you. So make sure that you know how to set up the formula first and foremost, but then be very careful going into the calculator. Alright, I'm going to do another example here in a second. I'll actually show you more with the calculator.